everyone, Michael here. And let's take a deep breath real quick. Now, I know what's on everybody's mind. I woke up this morning and it wouldn't leave mine. I made a blog yesterday, and in the blog, it's called Gender Dysphoria and You. And at the end of it, I said COVID-19 coronavirus is fake news. I want to expand on that, and my cat wants more treats. So no, seriously, something that I really want to talk about is, and this is going to be like a quantum chat. I've been streaming information about this topic, about what's going on for a few days now. We actually have a confirmed case where I live about an hour away. Wouldn't be surprised because those people come here to buy groceries and stuff sometimes. So not going to be surprised if there isn't someone around me that is diagnosed with this. From my understanding, from the research that I've done, and please do your own, just take what I say as my research. I always say go do your own. But the information that I'm getting from the spiritual realm and the information that I'm getting from sources, right? One, always return back to spirituality. What is this situation trying to teach us as a collective? Like that's a big question. Two, take it seriously. I did say it was fake news, but at the same time, I am taking it seriously in the sense of I take my health seriously. So I always keep that in the forefront of my mind, keeping myself healthy, wealthy, and whole. And wealthy in the sense of abundance, wealthy in the sense of I'm spiritually abundant, I am physically abundant, I have life, I have love, I have whatever it takes for this body to keep going, water, food, shelter. All of that is abundance, right? And there are many people in our country that don't have that. And there are many people in our country that don't have access to healthcare, that don't have access to a lot of different things, right? My cats are like just doing all kinds of things. What's interesting, she actually knocked this off of the counter. So yeah, just this is just showing you, reminding you that the angels are with us. All right? Now, you can look at this situation however you please. Really, you can. But I want to bring a different perspective. I want to bring one that brings seriousness to the situation, but also brings a level of love and comfort to the situation. Now, I understand that if you're dealing with this, you're dealing with it. That's kind of something that's been brought into your reality, and it's something that it's going to affect you. The question is, are you taking care of yourself? Now, our entire society has this patriarchal view on how things go. Move, 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 be, joke, 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 just really beelining it for whatever they want. The light oftentimes is our ego or our personality coming out. This is not what I want to say. All right, so I had to cut it off because my mind stopped working. Because whatever I thought I had wasn't what I was supposed to say. But after stepping away for a second, getting me a cup of coffee and coming back, what came through? This is what I don't want to talk about. But this is what has been coming through the last few weeks, honestly. If you look at the movement with our government, you look at the movement with other governments, you look at the movement with what's supposed to happen this year. It's the year of an election. If you look at our trade agreements, like what we've been doing with the things that the human society isn't aware of, there are many things that have been, how do you put it, swept under the rug. And this situation, while it is very severe and is not something that we weren't aware of coming, because with the ice caps melting, man, I'm telling you, there are things in the ice that's there for a reason. However, it's also part of the natural cycle of Earth. So This virus was man-made, and this virus was spread by someone, and this virus does have a vaccine, but that vaccine isn't available to the people. And this isn't to create fear, this isn't to create diversion, this isn't to create any type of fear for anybody, but this is just a truth. And sometimes the truth is really hard to sit with. We don't want to sit with like, hey, our government is killing us right now. We don't want to sit with that. We don't want to own that. We don't want that to be a truth of our people. But to be honest with you, that is what's going on. Who are the most affected? The ones that are low immune system, immunocompromised, the ones that need the medical care the most, the ones that probably have the most medical debt, if you want me to be really honest with you. So just sit with that. Just take a moment to sit with that information, right? And also take a moment to be like, this is the time for me to take my health into my hands. It's my responsibility. For so long, and I'm living in it where I live, I see it around me. That the town that I live in, they are all older, healthcare. There are people that have been working at the grocery store for 20 years, working at the same grocery store for 20 years. There are humans that have been living in the same house for 20 years, and I'm telling you, I'm watching them implode. So the question is this coronavirus really, like, it is what it is, and it is very real, and we have to take it seriously. But in the same breath, we have been doing this to ourselves the whole time. Our society is built to have immunocompromised people. If you check out Rashawn's video, he's the founder of Mycopia, My Pharmacopoeia, and he brought it through yesterday in a little video. I don't know if I can link it in Instagram or not, or where I don't even know where I'm gonna put this, but it's on Instagram. I'll put his stuff in the description box, wherever it is below. I don't know what means of social media I'm gonna put this on yet, but regardless, if you have inflammation, if you have mucus in your system, you're immunocompromised. You want to know why? Because our entire diet, American society diet, for the most part, creates mucus. And you want to know something? Mucus creates cancer. You want to know something else? Cancer fucking kills. So what wouldn't you say mucus kills? The fact that we are so congested within our system. See what I mean? Also, let's take into account what's going on with Russia and China. And where did this originate? So these are all like just little tidbits of information just to go deep on the rabbit hole. I'm telling you, there's information out there that would blow your mind. I have to take a step back because there's so much out there that I want to rage sometimes because I'm like, how is this happening? And then you're like, I can't do anything about it. And then you have to be like, this is what I'm doing about it. And such is the cycle of life. Also know that our memory complex can only create what we know unless we become aware that we're creating something that we don't want to create. Then we create something new. But until we become aware of what we're creating and that we don't want to create it, we're going to create the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm pretty sure that's like the definition of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting a different result. And that's what's happening. What was this swine flu? Did that not happen around an election? What is the flu? These are just little bits of information that I've been sitting with. It's interesting. I know I need to drink more tea. I'm having coffee this morning. I'm working on it. Yeah. Don't judge yourself, love yourself, and try to stay as positive as possible. The negative thoughts really, really, really do bring you down. I only speak about the things that I speak about to open up the mind, to open up your eyes to the truth, because to soften to love, you must also be able to soften to the truth, because the truth can oftentimes be a bit harder within the spectrum of love. Love also has truth. If you love somebody, you tell them the truth. So, yeah, I think that's all I have for right now. Remember, the angels are with us. And Trump's not my safe word. I love you guys. Infinite love, infinite light, namaste.